Hey there, CJ Math students. So tonight your homework is a little bit different than usual. I'm calling it a mid-unit 2 quiz prep. And basically what you can get from this homework is that these are types of questions that I may or may not ask on your quiz coming up on Friday. So number one, it says select all that apply, which comparisons are true. So this says negative 10 is less than 10. That is true. Negative 10 further left. Yes, I want you to write this down because just like on a quiz, you would have to show me some type of work. 8 is less than negative 8. This is not true because negative 8 is further left. So therefore, negative 8 would be less than 8. Negative 11 is less than negative 14. Also not true because negative 14 is further left. Negative 20 is less than negative 13. That is true because negative 20 is further left. And negative 12 is less than negative 5. That also is true because negative 12 is further left. Okay. Just quickly on number 2, remember the absolute value. Absolute value is always positive. So basically, these bars here are not parentheses, right? Parentheses tell us, if that's a negative sign or a minus sign. This is saying the absolute value of negative 5 plus the absolute value of 34. So you should basically tell me what is the absolute value, what is the absolute value, add them together and get an answer. Put your answer there. Also explain why negative 7 is actually bigger than negative 8. You can look back to number 1 for help on that. Number 3, what are the following numbers in descending orders from greatest at the top to least at the bottom? So greatest, I want greatest meaning the least negative. So the smallest negative I have is negative 21. Sorry, I guess the smallest absolute value I should say. Followed by negative 49. Followed by negative 64, followed by negative 74, followed by negative 89. So there's my answer, and I put it on the line. Negative 21, negative 49, negative 64, negative 74, negative 89. I went from I went from greatest, this is greatest, to least. This is the furthest left, that's why it's the smallest. Furthest left. We could also say that this guy's the furthest right. Number 5, all the following are examples of what vocabulary term? 2 plus negative 2 equals 0. Negative 3.1 plus 3.1 equals 0. Negative 3/4 plus 3/4 equals 0. The vocabulary term I would highly recommend that you commit this to memory is additive inverse. The additive inverse of a number always equals 0. Something like negative 5 plus 5 equals 0, right? The additive inverse, 2 opposites added together equals 0. And number 6, remember to do these problems you just want to KCC everything. So plus a negative, plus a positive, plus a positive, plus a negative, and then match it up with the one that's the exact same on the right hand side. For number 4, please cross off this one. We did not get to that yet. Number 7, a 5th grader is confused on why absolute value of negative 7 and absolute value of 7 both equal 7. Can you explain to them what absolute value is? Yes, absolute value is the distance a number is from 0. There is no such thing as negative distance. So they're always positive. Right? Number 8, Jeremiah wrote the following problem: negative 5 and 5/7 plus 8 plus negative 3 and 2/7. He rewrote it like this. What mathematical property did he use when he rewrote, when he flipped stuff around? Hopefully you remember what mathematical property it was. Number 9, what must you do before trying to add this? You must find common denominators, right? Because we have a 5 and an 8. All right. Number 10 should be very straightforward. Convert that to an improper fraction, convert this to a mixed number. And then on 11 through 20, basically you just have problems here. Tell me the type and then give me the answer. So this type here is a DSSL. Different sign, subtract. Keep the sign of the larger. I have more positives, so I just want to do 15 minus 6, which should give me 9. My answer should be positive 9. This problem here, I have a subtraction sign. Immediately something should go off in my head. I need to KCC, so negative 12 plus positive 8. Maybe I'll rewrite it just to make it look better for me. And that is, again, DSSL. So I'll do 12 minus 8, which is 4. This time I had more negatives, so my answer is negative 4. Again, 15, I have a minus sign, so immediately in my head, and KCC should pop up. So 9 plus negative 17. Again, maybe I rewrite it. 9 plus negative 17. It's a DSSL again, different signs. Subtract larger. So 17 minus 9 gives me 8. And again, I had more negatives, so negative 8 is my answer. 17, whole bunch of minus signs here, so let's make sure we do this correctly. We have minus, so plus a negative, minus a negative, so plus positive. Plus sign stays locked in, minus sign again, plus a negative. So let's rewrite this problem out as 7 plus negative 9 plus 3 plus 8 plus negative 5. Let's use the commutative property to get the negatives next to each other. So negative 9 plus negative 5 plus 7 plus 3 plus 8. This part right here is SSAK equals negative 14. This part right here is SSAK equals 18. And then I have a DSSL after that. So 18 minus 14 is 4. I had more positives, so my answer is positive 4. And number 19, negative 2/5 plus 7/4. Let's first find common denominators. It's 20, so times 4 times 4 times 5 times 5. Remember, keep your negative sign, so this becomes not 8 over 20, but negative 8 over 20 plus 35 over 20. Oops, sorry about that, 20. And this is a DSSL, different signs, so 35 minus 8. We'll borrow here. 15 minus 8 is 7, 27. I had more positives, so it should be 27 over 20. That's an improper fraction, so that equals what? 20 goes in 27 one time, with 7 left over. 1 and 7/20. This is an equal sign, not negative, so 1 and 7/20 is your answer. And number 20, just real quick, I would remember if I were you to split your fractions. This becomes plus a negative, so plus a negative 5, also plus negative 3/5. Use commutative property after that. There's no need to change anything here on number 16, right? There's no minus signs. That's just SSAK. The other KCC problem would be this one. Other than that, you should be good to go. Remember to review this homework carefully because you might see some of these questions pop up on your quiz. Good luck. Call me if you have questions tonight after 9 o'clock because I have class.